What is up, guys? Welcome back to Take a Sip. And BTW, we are in Dubai right now. It's so insane. So I really wanted to record an episode while I was here in Dubai because, that's kind of iconic. Take a Sip takes on Dubai. And it has been so amazing here, you guys. Before I get into this episode, I ordered food because it is currently 11:30 at night here and I haven't eaten since 4 o'clock and I'm literally starving. So I ordered food. I don't even know if I did it correctly because the app I was using was so confusing. But if I have to get up in the middle of the episode to go get my food, just if you hear a doorbell ring, just know that it's my dinner. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about how this is my very first family vacation. And when I was telling people that I was going on this trip, and I was yeah, I've never been on a vacation with my family, they their jaws were on the floor because it's true. I have a family of 7, if you guys didn't know, which I guess it's normal to me, obviously, because I've grown up with them, but I've seen people with way bigger families. So kind of anything bigger than my family up to 11 doesn't really even faze me. But yeah, I have a family of 7. So there's 7 of us. So there's 3 boys and 2 girls. And then obviously my mom and my dad. And the biggest age gap between me and my oldest brother is 8 years. And so right now he's 25 and I'm 17. So it's really difficult to take family vacations when your older siblings literally have their own lives. They're in the real world doing their own thing. And they have jobs and stuff. That sounds so crazy. And I'm the youngest too. So when I was in 5th grade, that was when my oldest brother went to college. So for me, that was my new normal. And when I got to high school, that's when a lot of my friends started having older siblings go to college. Because I feel a lot of my friends had older siblings that were 1 or 2 years older, but no, mine was 8. So it's just been really difficult to go on an all family vacation with everyone's schedules just conflicting and clashing all the time. But we finally made it happen. And this trip has been so surreal. It's literally been a dream. I can't even believe it's real right now. And we're here, and I literally vlogged the entire thing, and I'm in the process of editing a travel montage that's going to be posted on my main Instagram account, not my Take a Sip one, but I'm going to put the video on my Take a Sip Instagram, just because I kind of want it on my main, just because I don't know, I spent a lot of time filming and editing it, but I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I'm so excited. But yeah, it has been so surreal. The first day we were here, we kind of just chilled and relaxed. Day 2, that was honestly the best day. We were in the desert all day. So the first thing that we did was we got up at 6 a.m. and our Uber, I don't even know what you would call it here. It wasn't an Uber. It was some person picked us up from our place, and we went. The first thing we did was we got our traditional clothing. I don't really know the name of it, but it's so pretty. I have a boomerang of it that I posted on my Instagram story, my main one. So beautiful. We got fitted for it and everything, and it just looked amazing. We all took a family photo. It was so cute, and my dad actually bought it for all of us. So it's been so amazing. And then after that, we went ATVing. And when we were on the ATVs, oh my gosh, guys, the desert was 115 degrees and it was so hot. And I get overheated and dehydrated very easily. If it just happens so easily. I can literally be at the beach, regular beach, 80-degree weather. And I literally will get heat exhaustion and dehydration and overheated literally because that's just how my body is. It's so weird. So when we were in the desert on ATVs, it happened really quick, and the ATVs were 30 to 45 minutes long, and I was struggling. I was literally struggling. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it back because my body, I could literally feel it shutting down. And they gave us water, but by the time we were out there in the hot sun, the water was hot. And like, it's really hard when you're already overheated and you're literally drinking hot water. Like, obviously it's better than nothing. And obviously I gulped it down, but like I was struggling because I needed to cool off. So like we stopped, and then we stopped halfway through to take pictures. And that was the worst, because when we stopped, the sun was just beating down on us. Cause like when we were on the ATVs, it wasn't as bad, especially because we had like the wind and stuff, but we had nothing when we stopped to take pictures. So that was rough. And that was kind of my point where I was like, okay, I'm ready to like go back, because I couldn't take it anymore. And that was actually also the point where my parents both were like, no, we're not doing this anymore. And they got in the car and like went back and just left their ATVs there, because they had heat exhaustion too. So after that point, we were like going back to like the main base, and I was like, thank God, because I literally could not handle another 5 minutes out there. And if I did, I probably wouldn't have made it back. And I immediately like went inside like the store, and I sat there, and I took like a cold water bottle, put it on my head. I poured cold water bottle down my back, and I was just sitting there trying to catch my breath, because like the thing is like, when you're exhausted from the heat, it feels like you just ran a marathon. You're so exhausted, your body's just using all its energy to try to keep you cool, so you have zero energy. And so literally I was so exhausted. I was panting. Like, I get why dogs pant. Like, I was literally like like trying to get oxygen in, because I had nothing left in me. But I cooled down, and then luckily my parents told me to pack a sandwich, so I gobbled that sandwich down like so fast. And then after that, we got in the car, and we did like a dune buggy thing, where basically our driver just took us all into the desert and just was driving on the dunes. It was so scary, but it was literally so much fun. Essentially, we were ATVing, but in an air-conditioned car. It was really fun. And then we went sandboarding, which I didn't even know was a thing. And basically what sandboarding is, it's literally snowboarding in the sand. That's exactly what it is, except they don't have like slopes. You just do it down the dunes. It was so fun. I only did it once, because I literally have like never rode a skateboard, never been snowboarding or skiing. So I had zero experience with it. And I literally fell, but I was cool. But it was really fun. And after you ride down like the little dune, going back up is the worst part. After I climbed up the dune, the heat got to me, and I got in the car, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. That heat was brutal. And then we ended things off with a nice camel ride, again in the desert, again in the heat. Again, we were all very, very hot. But thankfully the camel ride was only like 10 minutes long, so we were cool. And it was so cool to see the camels. Like, I've never really seen a camel in real life. I pet the camel, I was riding on the camel. Like, it was so dope. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I would 100% do it again. Oh, there's my food. Guys, I just got my food. I'm so excited, because now I finally get to eat after 5 hours. But I'm out of breath from running. But as I was saying, it was so dope to ride the camels. Like, if y'all ever get the chance to come out to Dubai, I highly recommend it. It has literally been a dream since I've been here. So beautiful, so gorgeous. Everyone here is so sweet. And also, yesterday we went up to the Burj Khalifa, which, if you don't know, it's basically the tallest building on earth, period. And it was so cool. Like, everything, it definitely is like a touristy area, but it's very easy to feel like a local if you kind of go to the like local shops and kind of stay away from like the big malls and like everything like that. But I have every intention to come back to Dubai, because it's amazing. And at least now I'll be more prepared for the heat, because it almost got to me and it was really bad. So biggest tip, hydrate. Like, bring an insulated water bottle. And make sure it's like cold, because drinking hot water in the hot desert literally will not do anything for you. Like, I promise you. So yeah, it's just been so amazing. And I'm just like so blessed that I got to come out to Dubai, and I'm just so happy. But yeah, that's basically been my trip. My mouth is literally watering because I'm so hungry, but I'm so hyped to eat this dinner. And today's actually my last day here. So, I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this podcast. because at first, y'all know that I was doing like a pretty strict schedule of every Sunday at noon, but I felt like kind of rushed in that sense because most of my episodes were filmed either on a Friday or Saturday, because either that's when I was free to film or that's when my guest was free to film. And I hated how I felt so rushed in editing, and I couldn't really add stuff I wanted to add and do stuff I wanted to do. So as y'all know, I'm kind of uploading on my own schedule now. So I don't really know when this episode's going to be up, but it may or may not be Sunday. I've kind of just decided to upload when I'm ready and film when I'm ready, not feel like I have to be on like a strict week to week schedule, because I'd rather have like a really good episode where I can just like talk to y'all face to face than like have crappy episodes every single week just because I want to make a deadline. You know what I mean? So I am definitely kind of going off my own schedule now, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I literally love Dubai so much, and I hope to be back so soon. Next episode will be with a pretty decent influencer who has a pretty big following, and we're gonna come together and we're gonna be trying some Dubai candy, and I'm really excited for that episode, so stay tuned. I don't know if we're gonna be filming it in Dubai or at home, because today's our last day and I don't know if we're gonna have time to film, but either way, it's gonna be a great episode and y'all should stay tuned for that one because I'm hype. But thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Take a Sip. I hope you guys enjoyed this more casual sit down video. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I don't know what that accent was, but regardless, don't forget to keep on sipping. Bye guys.